Hi, this is Lauren Engel, Sidewalk Talk. Today I'm here with Andrew Luce, and he's going to go through and show you guys his house tour, which is amazing, and then his beauty regime, like kitchen tour, bathroom tour, everything.
Let's get it. Let's do it. So this is my the main space of the apartment. I moved into this spot about a month ago now from a place called Playa Vista, like on the west side of LA. And it's honestly been amazing. Hollywood's been treating me really well. I didn't expect to be able to enjoy it so much, but this apartment itself is like dead silent. Like I literally never hear anything. I think right there or somewhere around this area is Sunset. Oh no, right there is Sunset, right there is Hollywood Boulevard. So you can come find me and come kill me. It's truly so convenient. Like the place I was in before, I had to walk, or I had to drive to go get food all the time. Now I can just like walk right here, like go talk to some people on the, like random Hollywood people on the street. Like Hollywood's just an amazing place, like full of life, full of culture, full of interesting surprises all the time. But as for this apartment, it's very like, I'm the only one living here, so it's very like bachelor setup. It's actually terrible for having people over. But I have this kind of little unit right here with just couch and TV, coffee table and all that to like, I actually really don't watch TV almost at all. I had a little Fortnite phase a bit ago, but everyone else got way better at it way faster than I did. But that's what this area is for. Nice little plant here, it's just very, very important.
It came furnished?
No, I furnished everything. So this couch I got sometime in the last year. I used to have this really, really tiny one. I just decided to like, that it was just time to boss up and get like some nice fat cushions, like big white blanket, big black blanket, like just nice and cozy. This is actually gonna be out of here in like 2 days. This was given to me by my stepdad from his like old houseboat in Seattle. Beautiful, just not a huge fan of like the dark woods. Xbox, of course. Nice little coffee table here. I've got some good books here, including this Diplo one, which fell apart almost immediately after buying it, which is a shame, but actually really interesting book. Or like a lot of photos of his travels. Manual for my synthesizer. Just a bunch of random things in here. So this is just a picture of a nice, pretty girl that I really liked. I used to actually like buy and resell Supreme like almost like entirely as a living. Like nearly all the money that I made was from just buying and like reselling clothes. I ended up just keeping a lot of it, like keeping a lot of clothes. Or like I remember this poster, like there's a Kate Moss poster like in the front of her smoking that I really liked. Like I just ended up keeping a bunch of stuff because like Supreme is like sometimes pretty fire. So this is a Thunderball poster from a James Bond movie. I've been a James Bond fan since like literally as long as I can remember being alive. This is actually in my room. I think this has been in every room I've been in, at least on like one, my parents are divorced, but at least on one side of the family for almost my whole life. So it had to make an appearance in this spot. This is like nice little kitchen area. I literally use none of this. I never ever make myself food anymore. That's the one thing I actually don't like about this apartment is how like small this is, and like this is the fridge, like just the tiniest thing ever. As you can see, all drinks. I literally don't eat any food ever, or at least I don't make any food for myself ever, other than like occasional bowl of Cheerios. Let's see what else is in here. Got a little bottle of wine. Literally no food. I don't think that there's any food in here. And I actually just got, there's some things up here. I actually just got groceries too. But yeah, that's the kitchen. And then over here, I kind of just like using this little table like to just like sit on the computer and like send emails or something. I just love like outdoor light. So I put this is, all this stuff is actually from my old apartment. I was able to bring all the furniture in. I love outdoor lighting. I love like watching cars go by, or like watching people like get themselves into trouble here. I went to like West Elm and like CB2, those kind of like middle, like night, like, I don't even really know what to call them. Like, yeah, West Elm, CB2, or just like normal Crate and Barrel, all that kind of stuff for the most part. But like these chairs I got, these were like a family thing as well. These were in my mom's house for a long time, and I just like fully stole them from her. And then this as well, actually. This is like a really iconic daybed that I had in my room at my place back in like Northern California as well. It used to be in my studio at my last apartment, and now it's out here, but just great to like just pass out on here, or hang out, listen to some music, do any number of recreational activities. And then this nice little like this white thing going on there, really nice and soft. So this is, I honestly don't even know what this is. I just really like the photo. I know it's like a really iconic jazz meetup. I'm sure I'm being super disgraceful for not knowing exactly what it is. Yeah, I love the photo. That's really all there is to it. With art, like, I don't really care what the contents are. I just need to like the photo or like the way it looks, and that's enough for me. But I think that this was like every big jazz person meeting up in like the late 50s in Harlem is, I'm pretty sure, doing justice to this. But yeah, like this one a lot. I've had that for a bit. And then this same thing. I am a Lil Uzi Vert fan, but like not to a incredible degree. But I just really like this photo and like the colors, and I love Fader. This is actually shot by a friend of mine and has some kind of crazy story behind it apparently. I love Marilyn Manson. Like he's just looking good in that photo. I like it. This is my bedroom, which is kind of a mess right now, but this is where I sleep, and that is literally it. I don't think I'm ever in here for any other reason. Yeah, nice bed, good pile of clothes on the floor. We have a carton of ice cream right next to my bed almost at all times. And then this is like a Casper mattress or something, which is those things that like come in the big box or whatever. Another poster from my reselling days right there. From the Frank Ocean record Endless. I usually actually don't buy too much like artist merchandise, I guess, but I just saw that this popped up and I like got onto the store in time. And I just really love this poster. And I really love this record, honestly. Like the whole concept of the way he rolled it out and the way he did it and just the way it sounds was really interesting to me. Whenever I look at this, it reminds me of like, I don't really know if this was like the real story, but I just imagine like he was just in this like little warehouse space. Like, yeah, he just is like really into his thing, like wearing his little space suit and everything. So I really like that one a lot. Going in here is my bathroom. For the females or skin-conscious males, I'm really into skincare, really weirdly actually, like almost obsessively. So there's just a lot of things going on in here. I really like this company, The Ordinary. I have like literally like 100 of these vials of just like different acids and like moisturizers, and like this one has like some copper in it, like all sorts of different skin stuff. This is absolutely like necessary for any person on the planet. The Thayer's Witch Hazel, very, very important. Get like a little cotton pad like every morning you wake up. It's like the most refreshing thing ever. Let's see what else we've got in here. This, I'm not a huge hair product fan, but like my hair just really acts up a lot of the time, especially when it's longer. So this like Brazilian blowout smoothing serum is a big one for me to help take care of those things. This chocolate has like, or this toothpaste has some chocolate in it and tastes really good. I don't really know what I was thinking when I got this. I just like to experiment with toothpaste a lot, different flavors and all that. And then we've also got some nice fragrances in here, like some Tom Ford. This is an iconic scent for me, actually. This reminds me of like right when I started making music. Because scent is like a really, like your mind connects to scent. So I actually hate the way that cologne smells, but I love like associating colognes with like time periods of my life almost. So like this one smells like the summer when I moved here, for example. Or like this was like when I haven't even worn this in a while, just like, this is, yeah. This is like when I first went to boarding school. I used to wear that and like wear this on like my formal dinner nights.
What do you read for your skincare routine? Like any blogs or?
That's a great question. That's a really good question. The subreddit skincare addiction is a really big one for me. I don't ever post on it, but I look around it a lot. But like, I don't know. I have a couple of friends that are also like really into skincare. My old roommate actually from high school, Charlie, put me onto The Ordinary. But this is like, I'll plug them really heavily. Like this is like some Canadian pharmaceutical company that made like a skincare division, but it makes it so like instead of buying like, because sometimes you can buy a moisturizer and it's like $30, like $40, like really expensive. But these you like just buy the ingredient of the moisturizer, or like an acne wash. Like you just buy like the main ingredient and you just like vial this on your skin, and these are like literally $4 or something per bottle. So you save like, you can get like every vial you would need for every skin related thing for like the price of like 2 things at like some nice like bougie ass skin thing like Kiehl's or like Aesop or anything like that. This is my little closet space. I've actually been like really meaning to organize this and I just haven't, but lots of different looks in here. I go through like really aggressive phase changes. At one point I was like literally wearing like HBA like clothes with like plastic on it. Recently I've been really into like these kinds of numbers, like these just like super pretty little shirts. Some jackets in here. I'm a big flannel guy. I don't know, all sorts of different things. I still have a little bit of me that like buys clothes for the sake of like reselling them, or just like buying clothes that I know that at some point I can resell, just because like it makes it so you can kind of always keep like the wardrobe moving without losing too much money. But recently I've just been kind of like buying things and buying them with the intention of like keeping them forever. Like, I really like this one. I took my new like promo photos in this shirt, I think. Or like, yeah, I took some in this guy as well. Some really nice like soft shirts for this summer. I'm also really like weirdly into like tech company sweaters. Like I grew up in Silicon Valley, and like everyone's dad was always working at tech companies, and I always thought that like the little like quarter zips were fire. So my friend got me this Cisco sweater because his dad used to work at Cisco. I've got a couple of these. Like I've got one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I've got one like Swedish, some kind of like Swedish tech company, Swedish banking company sort of thing. But yeah, these have a lot of swag to them, and these are going to be worth something someday. I'm convinced that there's going to be a wave of tech stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Sidewalk Talk for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk about face moisturizers. If you haven't listened to my new EP, Lanterns, it's out now on Fool's Gold, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, whatever you fancy. So thank you. Have a good one.